Okay guys, so this is how to field strip 1911. This is a Springfield Armory, I think it's a trophy match or one below the trophy match, I'm not entirely sure, this is a buddies of mine. So first of all, safety check, so rack the slide back, that is your slide lock here. This is the magazine release. You can look down the barrel, nothing in there, nice and empty. Release the magazine, nothing there. Look down there, nothing in the magazine well. So we have a safe gun. First thing, we take down the, there's actually this part here, this is where the guide rod sits inside. You need a hex key for this. So we just remove this guy. Okay, so that piece comes out. Then this actually you have to hold down, and I'm using a screwdriver flathead to push this down. You want to be careful here because this spring can pop out, so you can turn it this way to get out of the way. And be careful here because there's a lot of tension. So you can see as this whole piece comes out, there comes our spring. Okay. So this can't come out just yet because there's another piece at the bottom. You'll see it when I open it up. Here's the tricky part that people always kind of find difficult. There are two notches here. You can see that. This first one, that's where you lock the slide. The second one is actually where you can take everything down. So if it goes back this far, this is where the lock, it locks the slide. But this other one, this rounder one, is where you want to be to remove the slide lock lever itself. So you get this guy lined up there, and then on the other side there's this button. You push that down, and you can see that this whole piece kind of extended out, and it comes right off. See that? Okay, so that's that piece. Then you can pull the whole mechanism apart. So that's the bottom half. The spring comes out. Here's that bottom piece, and then here's your barrel. Barrel actually, you have to turn this front part to the side, and it should lift right. There you go. So this part comes out, and then there's your barrel. This needs to be cleaned. I haven't had a chance to clean it yet, so maybe another trip to the range and then a cleaning. But all right, putting it back together. Is a little tricky. So this only goes in one way and only comes out one way. Kind of have to. Some of them go all the way. This little piece can turn all the way and then push in, or in this case, it's just slightly to the what is this? To the side. Okay. Putting back in our spring. There's a grooved part that hugs the barrel, and then there's a ring here that needs to be up and out, not off to the side or down, but up and out, because that's what's the slide lock is going to thread through. Okay. Okay, so you watch this hole here, and watch when the that spring that was part of the barrel is through, and you catch it. You line everything up and thread it through there. And then you push everything in. And this is always a bit, because there's a little, I don't know if you can see that, there's a little spot here that's spring loaded that you have to push this past, and this catches on things, so you have to get this part into that little hole, and by doing that you line up, should have done that earlier actually, you line up that same takedown position with the rest of the gun, and then this should slide in. So he says. Let's try that again. Okay, I'm having some trouble with it. There you go. Okay. In. Such a hassle all the time. But, okay. So, we push everything back. I actually put the safety on so that the slide doesn't wobble around when we push our spring back down. So that front part of the spring, let me get in the camera, front end of the spring, there's this cover. You got to push this sucker down. And then with the tip of this guy, you just catch the edge with this, the part that rotates. You catch the edge, and then I take that same screwdriver again, press everything down till it fits into that groove, and then the last bit with the hex screw down the spring, and then you just tighten that. And there's your basic field strip of 1911. There you have it. And then how to drop the hammer safely on a 1911 is you put pressure on the hammer here this way downward while you squeeze the trigger. And you can slowly, well, I didn't do it that well, let's do it again. So I was looking at the camera. Push pressure on the hammer as you slowly pull the trigger, and you can slowly let the hammer drop. There you go. Alright, thanks guys for watching. Peace out.